Okay, I'm recording. We're here on a brand new day with a brand new stream. This is brand new. You sure about that? Hi, Heracross. Oh yeah, that's right. I kept getting fucked with these. We decided we were gonna try out the thingamy. You know, I'll just gun straight to it. We click on it out of curiosity. I would watch Grey Sherbet. Grey Sherbet. God. Never before has a stream been strapped. That's a full-ass Charizard you got there, bud. Get it, Rangers. Dude, are these things only level 58? Am I bullying children? I should have known better. Yo, Delibird! That's like my favorite guy! How is everyone today, since this is a brand new stream? Yo, a second one! Me when I have two Delibird. Bottles of calcium? Shit, I'll take calcium. Elderly! So yeah, we will not be seeing sideburns because Philippe has been fucking me lately. And I'm not interested in talking to him right now. Partner some cake, and I don't know if she likes it yet. Ash, you're ruining the canonicity of this being a brand new stream. Once! Let me tell you, this cake looks fucking divine. Let me tell you, this cake is fucking divine. Ice type moves, sure. Yummerly. As Ash would say. Yumbles. I'm straight yumming it right now. That's what I call yum. I also need Delibird. You never used Delibird on your teams? Oh, there, Digger's back. Rendress. Rendress, real talk, what the hell was that? No. Rendress. Why are you the way that you are? It's a hard life for some sushi. It's about to be a harder life. Okay, got off 2 ice moves and took the opponent out with a steel type attack. Pretty good. Ooh, Slowbro. Slowbro's weak to dark. Electros is not weak to dark. Lopunny's also not weak. You know, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't think Lopunny's very attractive. Paralyzed posing Pokemon. No, I'm not taking that. It is worth a lot though, actually. Fine, I'll take that. But yeah, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't think Lopunny's very attractive. I don't get it. I don't think it's like, I'm not out here shaming Lopunny. Can I get a yay or nay on payback super for Whitney's Miltank? Is this a serious question? Damn, Chestnut. That's inner focus. Yeah, but it just gets one shot. Mega Lopunny reminds me of hot women in a way I confuse with finding Mega Lopunny hot. Gooey, I don't know, that just sounds like... I think you just find Megaloplani hot. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I'm ill. There. Oh, Banette! That's weak to dark. It's dead now. It was already dead, it was a ghost. Take out last resort. To be fair, yeah, with the Scrappy. But you'd wish you had a fighting move. Sneak up and start battles before your opponent spots you. That would have been a really good one to get, not as the very last fucking thing. Can't see me, you can't see me, you can't see me. Can't see me. Thomas is gonna use rollout? Yeah. You're correct, that is very much your problem. Ega Gallade? Hey, we haven't seen that yet. It's time to do it. It's new for this run. Idiot, why is your Butterfree called Whore? I feel I need to ask. It feels like a pretty valid question. I really need Nyla to land a paralysis. It is hard to land paralysis when you just one-shot everything. You give them names that make you like them? Thank you! While you're at it, can you tell that to Gooey? Poison wasn't Pokemon, fuck off. I didn't have a poison move. You die, everyone! Will they have Team Flare Nouveau? Wait, there's more members of Team Flare Nouveau than just those two goobers? I thought it was just Wingus and Dingus. I didn't realize it was like a proper thing. I'm being forced to use them so you start liking them. Right? That's the intent! It's actually not the intent. The intent was just to make it harder. The starting liking them was a secondary thing. Okay, I'm not going to get... I came in a bit late. Let me give her Pokemon names I come up from the moment. I just... Okay, here's the thing though, Gooey. I don't use the ones that have shitty names. Do I have to nickname them? Never a rule. The guy who invented it didn't even nickname his Treacle. So some bilberry seeds is what I thought of. Hid in the bush with blue. Spite. Quest. Hi! You have a quest for me? Jesus Christ, did you just fall out of the sky? My Pokemon Palisand is solid as anything. No. Look at can defeat my pals out in 30 seconds or less, then I'll admit you've got the goods. Okay. When you're ready to lose to my pal-san, just say the word. You're about to get stuck between the clock and a hard... Oh no. The thing that just came into my head is definitely being saved for the situation in which it will become relevant in life. Los. Okay, so we click Hydro Pump, and then we click Muddy Water. Wait, shit, he's tedious! Wait! I thought he was just flexing, he's obnoxious as sin, okay. Did I do it? Threw grasp on the top of the solid wall with my palisand, with the right moves. Oh, fair enough actually, mate. I thought this was gonna be... I thought I was gonna one-shot you. How much time did you take? A whopping 21 seconds! Wait, only 21 seconds? Does that mean you passed my challenge? Fuck! I admit it, I gladly do. You, Lottie, are a great trainer. Los! That's great, that was good stuff. Oh yeah, I should check these actually. Pokebugs. There are still some I haven't caught yet. Wigglytuff and the Swallow do not count. Indeed he does though! I have a Trico, right? Yes. See, this is why Dee Dee doesn't love her Pokemon. This is why she's inherently playing Pokemon games incorrectly. I don't make the rules, I don't make the rules. Underestimate slightly when you aren't fully leveled, you probably fail. This felt tense and it was harder to defeat than expected. I hate time challenges. Yeah, like, it wasn't a case, like, I happened to just have 2 water moves and an ice move on Horrendous. But if I had still had Draco Meteor instead of Hydro Pump, that would have been pretty gnarly. That would have been a bad time. I love that we're doing post-game stuff and DLCs. Oh, is the music too quiet, by the way? I should turn it back up, shouldn't I? Because I turned it down for Dragon Quest. If it's now too loud, let me know. But I've put it back to where it was yesterday, so if it's now too loud, I'm just worried, really. Is Pokemon undetected? Okay. Roll that Dee Dee is playing it wrong. No, I don't mean she's playing the Nuzlocke wrong, I mean she's just playing Pokemon wrong in general. Wait, were those in Dee Dee over there? They're where as well? Hang on. Oh, either there are. Wow, that's... up the ass. Wow, the odds are not great on these guys. Where do you think you're going? There we go. I'll try for a female one as well. Don't say I didn't try. And you know what they say, trying is half the battle. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna need one of each, is it? Is it? No. Is it? No. Hope not. Unironically, is there a better Pokemon for breaking balls than Chimecho? Like, fully a serious question. It flies around, it moves decently fast. And Psychic can hit anything even through walls. I just really struggle to imagine that there could be anything better than Chimecho. Maybe something like Latios, but I don't have that yet. And that's just me assuming I even get it at all. Because it would be weird if I didn't. Aha! Ball. Was it 20? That's not true. Zubat doesn't. You going? Never mind. Okay. Never mind the never mind. I like Tyranitar, right? No, because despite the fact that that Mega Tyranitar was teleporting all over the place, I feel like regular Tyranitar is not going to do that. Ooh, hello. Bonds. We don't need these for Mega Stones anymore, but we do still need them for TMs, because it's bugging me that I don't have Drain Punch. So I should probably be breaking these. Chatot doesn't evolve a level 20? That is true. Just want to say something nice and no one has ever discovered this. Hey, did I not make my Chatot talk in, the Shiny Only run? Did I not teach it to say something? Even if it's Quillfish is in this? I'm pretty sure it is, because there's this empty space after Quillfish, but I haven't seen one anywhere. Worth it for the Great Ball, worth it for the Great Ball. Cake soap. Let's go back for more cake. It's so moist and drippy. Like me when I'm eating this cake. Hello, Count Trainer. I'm Trice. I work for the postal service here in Lumios. Smells like time to say things. No, I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure we spent ages getting my microphone working. And in the end, all I could make it say was ah! Because I just had to like fucking scream into the microphone. This Pokemon, Mime Jr., is here to help us collect mail from our customers. But I've got one minor concern. You see, this will be Mime Jr.'s first time going out solo. I'm worried someone will run it over. I thought about trying to follow along to keep an eye on things, but I'd be spotted in no time. In no mime. That's why I'd like to ask for your assistance. E-reference? Speaking of me's, I should get Miitopia. No, not Miitopia. What's it called? Me Island. Me. The one where the me's fuck. You can have Obama and Kesha together. What is it called? Is that... No, that's not Miitopia. What is that called? Tomodachi Life! Yeah. You have 3 big strats here. Muscle... Like, see, this is the thing. I only know who Muscle is because that's a nicknamed one. Muscle should do it, by the way. Muscle should be fine. That Machop is, like, designed to win this fight. Why it's a female Machop. Your Slugma's Fire Blast is not doing jack or shit, I promise you, because it is getting outsped in one shot by Stomp. But yeah, no, I've been thinking about Tomodachi Life because I could make a... Well, it was suggested that I could make a redeem. But I was thinking I could do it and I could make chatters. I still don't quite know how I would do it. I think it could be fun. This isn't me begging and screaming, this is me like saying, that's right, I've got to do that. If you're ready and willing to lend a hand, please let me know. Aye. Sure. Thank you so much. You know your Mime Jr.'s right fucking there, by the way. Like, it knows what you're doing here. Oh, you don't care? Okay. I'll give Mime Jr. one last set of instructions. You just follow along, keep an eye on things. He's Dev. Mime Jr., you remember what to do, right? You'll gather the letters from a yellow post box like this. Now, off you go to Jean Sector 6. I'd like the mail to be sorted. Bye! Please follow after Mime Jr. from a reasonable distance. Don't lose sight of it. People really like Breath of the Wild, right? You know that quest with the Korok? I mean, what exactly does she think is gonna go wrong? Did you forget how to climb stick? You just taking a breather there, man? Dude, are you alright? Did I get too far away? Oh! I thought... Okay. Out of the wild Pokemon to clear a path for Mime Jr. Why are they outside of their designated wild Pokemon zones? Ivor, what have you done? Me? Hi. close one. Oh, I'm Junior without losing sight of it. Fuck you. I don't even think it cares if it sees me. I don't think that's even a part of this. I think this is like not even a stealth thing at all. Yeah, my Junior doesn't give a shit. Me. I'm Junior has successfully gathered up the mail. Time to let the requester know that all went well. All did not go well though. I got attacked by crocodiles. Thank you so much for looking after Mime Junior. And you, my fine apprentice, you did splendidly on your first big solo job. Yes, you did. Here's a little something to express my gratitude. This postal worker appreciates your service. Could you appreciate it, like, in a different way? Oh, Jesus. Constantly phasing into the floor feels so strange. Yeah, well, this game's actually, like, made. Alright, man!
You ever get the feeling someone's staring at you?
You're staring at me.
Yes, I need your help. You will help. You? I have this new neighbor. She just moved here from the Paldea region. She brought her Pokémon with her. And it just keeps staring at my poor Scizor. My Scizor's not exactly the bravest of Scizor. Since they moved in, every day has been a terror. Please, can you find out why my new neighbor's Tinkatuff keeps staring at my poor Scizor?
Probably because it wants to rip it apart and use it as scrap metal.
I think you'll find that new neighbor of mine up on the rooftops.
Like these rooftops? Worth a try. Oh, it's like a million miles away! It's actually really not. The bounty. It had to be done. Yes. Can I help you with something? Your neighbor's Scizor. Nice outfit, by the way. Oh? Is this about the Scizor that lives next door? I know. I keep catching my Tinkatuff staring at it. I think Tinkatuff's just a bit afraid and is feeling on edge. Scizor does have an intimidating look. But I suppose being stared at all the time is also intimidating in its own way, isn't it? I'm so sorry you got dragged into this. Would you let my neighbor know there's no harm intended? No one has torn apart Lottie Friend and converted her to scrap metal. No one has fed Lottie Friend copious amounts of cake and pie. Oh, wait!
So, why does that Tinkertuff keep staring at my scissor?
Scared you, Scissor.
What? So that Tinkertuff is scared of my scissor, and Scissor is simultaneously scared of Tinkertuff. Even if it is scared, doesn't it realize how scary it is to constantly be stared at like that? What has happened to my peaceful home life? Everything was fine until that weird Pokemon moved in next door. Come to think of it, don't people say Tinkertuff likes to attack other Pokemon to steal their metal? What if it's got its eyes on my Pokemon because of Scissor's steel type?
It's not how you spell steel type.
Scissor? Don't worry, Scissor. I'll protect you with my life if I have to. My poor Scissor won't be able to rest easy like this. Who knows if I can trust that lady's Pokemon? Look, I'm sure she's got her own things going on, having just moved here and all. But please, can you get her to understand our feelings too?
Kinda hope this quest would end soon, because that voice hurts. Cake, pie, and shortbread. Back again from that neighbor of mine? Pokemon's afraid of yours. His Pokemon is afraid. That's what he told you? My sweet Tinkertuff would never attack another Pokemon just to get more metal. Well, almost never. We're the ones who just moved in here. We're the ones who are uneasy. And they're saying we're scary? Then I want proof that my neighbor Scissor isn't glaring at Tinkertuff to intimidate it. Tink! Why can't you two just have a conversation? Why, dude, you're getting closer! Scissor's autistic. Like one of those stories in the Daily Mail, it ends with one of them in jail. I think every story in the Daily Mail ends with someone in jail. I need more cake. You can shut the fuck up easier. Oh, I mean, chocolate cake. Angry with a hydrate gooey. I'm sure chocolate cake and Coca-Cola original taste go great together. Delicious and refreshing. Just say that on the can? That's crazy. Spatins and decapitation by Scissor. Look, as long as I get my quest reward.
So, what'd she say now?
Says you can trust Tinkertuff.
She says that, but talk is cheap. All's well and good till Tinkertuff gives Scissor an iron deficiency. I get that it's gotta be scary moving to a new region and all, but do we live here too?
Scissor doesn't learn extreme speed, Ash. Up.
Well, I don't see any choice but to prove to her that my Scissor is perfectly innocent and not scary.
For priority moves, you're looking at Quick Attack, Bullet Punch, and Vacuum Wave. How will you do that?
We'll just have to get Scissor and Tinkertuff to know each other face to face. I'd feel a lot better if you were there too.
Why has this guy got like such a Chad jawline?
Go ask my neighbor if she's game. If she is, we can both bring our Pokemon to meet.
cheekbones too. I don't know how to do it. I really wish I could climb up this.
Go ask my neighbor if she's gay.
Wants Tinkaton and Scizor to get to know each other? Like autistic Scizor used Bullet Punch to avoid making eye contact. Makes the same joke. I'd say it makes a better joke. Alright. Tinkaton and I have also been stressed about this whole situation. This is gonna end with her pegging him into a fucking bed board, isn't it? Like, headboard, that's what they're called. Like, there's just no world in which this doesn't end up with these two being best friends and roommates. I think you laughed more when it was game accurate. I'm normal, I'm normal, I'm normal, I'm normal, I'm normal. Let's meet up and prove once and for all that my Pokemon is no threat to that Scizor. We can do that, right, Tinkaton? Ink!
Okay, now that we're all here, let's introduce our Pokemon to each other.
Damn, she's gonna have hella voice training to do if that's what she sounds like right now. And if anything starts to look dicey, we call them back into their Pokeballs.
This way, Scizor.
Dude, is he getting like more Chad as it goes on? Scizor does seem rather scared. Over here, Tinkaton.
Your Tinkaton seems rather bashful.
Scizor has a mouth?
Tinkaton doesn't show any sign of attacking.
And Scizor only looks a bit scary, but it really isn't scary at all. I guess they assumed the worst of each other, didn't they?
Zor! Chirp! Our Pokemon are looking friendlier already.
Yes, and I hope we can be friends as well. I'm still adjusting to Lumiose. It would be nice to have someone I can ask for help. It was nice of this trainer to go out of her way to help some strangers like us.
Tough!
Oh, Tinkaton, no! Don't go ripping the metal off those chimney pipes.
This'll be fine, right?
You having a great stream? Headed out with Addy? I'm having a great stream. I hope you're having I hope you have a great walk. That's the important part. Torment. The Torment TM. Torment. That was great. No, not the fur fruit trimmer.
Hello. I'd like to ask you for yet another favor that'll help level up my Scyther skills. This time could you show us Psycho Cut? It's a move that cuts using the power of the mind. And no, I'm not kidding, that's a real move. User wields their psychic power to form a blade that cuts exactly as they will it. Try having your Pokemon use Psycho Cut on the substitute doll right over there.
I have Psycho Cut on Absol, right? No. Bon? Oh. Okay. Alright. Oh, where's my Gallade at? Gallade or Alakazam. Gallade, more like gay laid, am I right? Psycho Cut's like your thing. Any chance you just have it? No, but you do just have a bunch of random crap. In that case, let me check. I know I've got an Alakazam. Okay, maybe I don't have an Alakazam. It's just the very first Pokemon in the very first box. And look at that, it has Psycho Cut right out of the box.
So that's what Psycho Cut looks like.
Or Malamar. Malamar would have worked, yeah. Very metronome judgment. I swear, it's the Cliff. It's never the Miltank. It's never the Miltank. It's always the Clefairy.
Okay, Scyther. Fix the image of that move in your mind and let loose. Scyther! That's the stuff. If you keep that up, even the trickiest trim should be a cinch for you. Scyther!
Oh. Call me back when I give a fuck about Furfuro.
Now that Scyther has learned all the cuts it needs, we can finally offer customers the full repertoire of gorgeous Furfuro trims. And it's entirely thanks to you. So keep bringing your Furfuro to us for the latest trims, okay? I know Scyther would love the chance to keep practicing its skills. Scyther!
What Furfuro do? It's just not very interesting. Yeah. Okay, I should actually do some of the missions that we already have, shouldn't I? Yeah, like, Mega Ball Medicham. Why have I not done that yet? Don't know the fuck that one is. Use an Aurorus. Speak to a barista? Like, what am I doing? Okay, we'll do the Aurorus one.
Since you helped my Scyther master its cutting skills, I think you'd make a worthy challenger. Just as the Kalos region has the Pokémon League, Lumiere City has the Furfuro League. The Furfuro League is where the city's most skilled Furfuro fans compete to see who has the strongest Furfuro. 4 such trainers, known as the Elite Four, are awaiting a worthy challenger. The Elite Four can be found in 4 different restaurants around Lumios. Want to battle them? Make sure you only have Furfuro on your team. Sounds like a fun challenge, no?
No.
By beating them all if you can.
Don't flinched, what the fuck? That sounds about right. Is it rooftop access, need a cafe, able to view the Prism Tower, and need a river? See, the trouble is, right, is that this goofy-ass place is definitely perfect for that. But I don't know how to get him there. He also probably wouldn't like to live in a hotel. Muscle's dead? Damn. It's so muscle over. I guess DD wasn't there when I was talking to Arya the other day on stream, huh? Auroras. There it is. Yeah, Arya's allowed to use it. So Ice Beam should be in like a different slot. Ice Beam, Blizzard, Freeze Dry, Dicey Wind. We're only going up against a Tyrantrum. No need for anything else. I'm not allowed. Am I not allowed? Wait, this is the Mega Medicham lady, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
Age. Oh, you brought Auroras. Thank you so much. You ready to battle?
Sure.
Just don't go easy on him. You have to go all out if you want to prove Auroras' strength. Because God knows it doesn't have very much of it. I don't care what kind of trainer you are or how strong Auroras is. My Pokemon is stronger.
How am I not globin?
I don't think grade schoolers should be allowed T-Rexes. Call that my least progressive take. Never will. Whoa, your Auroras is really strong for an Auroras.
That was amazing. I knew Auroras was a powerful Pokemon.
As a preschooler, a T-Rex is all I wanted. This is fascism. And that's exactly why you shouldn't be allowed one. Shannon, what's Tyrannosaurus Rex in Spanish? Sorry, the thing is, why are you arguing over which fossil you should get when that fucker already has a Tyrantrum?
See, I told you, we should get a sail fossil. That didn't prove anything about Auroras. It just showed this trainer is really strong, that's all. Maybe, but still.
Tyrannosaurio Rex? Sácame de la Tyrannosaurio Rex.
So next time, Nage, you should battle me with an Auroras of your own. How else are we gonna prove how strong Auroras is? So does that mean...
Mister, you just assured me that I could speak. Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis. This is the bloke who got me on the penis, people. Why did you do this to me? For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one.
Did you type that with predictive text?
Yeah, means I'll get you that sail fossil. Make sure you raise a Amora properly.
The type of content I came in here for? I love the Globe and Redeem, I don't know.
Thank you so much for battling my brother. I promise I'll raise the strongest Auroras in the world. But probably not as strong as your one. Trash reward. The American schooling system for that quote for some reason. Fair, I guess.
sarcastic, I needed a Globin fix.
Am I not addicted?
Thinking Aurora's this week. Do some more with these as a kid. I didn't play as Knight until it evolved way either. It's just... It's very underwhelming. No, it's very pretty, but I just wish it was better. It's got a dog typing. It's got a cool ability, though. I mean, how it confused me as to why I typed that. But I did say grade schoolers, because the kid was called a grade schooler. If that's what you're worried about. His class, his trainer class was grade schooler. Show me a Mega Medicham in our battle. Your Mega Medicham is sure to open my mind and help me create new color contacts. Somehow. Oh, I hope it's got giant nipples for knees. Aurora's is beautiful, but one part and it's over. Not the most elegant way of putting it, but yeah. But here you go, you can see it. It's Mega Medicham. There it is. Enjoy. There's preschool. Nah, it's grade school. Worry not. Damn, let me tell you, my goofy eye Medicham is really doing its best over here. Well, she wanted to see a Mega Medicham. 3 Mega defeats. Thank goodness I got my R, because I sure don't feel good about battling. Probably shouldn't be awake right now, I'm taking it as a sign. What you could try, Snow Wraith, I don't know if you've heard of this, but it's called Stimulants. I should just drink this. I'm gonna get more on Saturday. There's not actually a reason for me to save this. I should just chug it. Medicham was so incredible. It blew all the inspiration I had straight out of my head. The things I can think of right now are Pokeballs for Pokemon. And the cyberspace boxes where you store them. I'm ready to deliver a whole new experience to each and every color contacts fanatic in Lumiose. I'll check out the cyber ones. Thank you so much for all your help. From now on, I'll do my best to Mega Evolve my own Pokemon for inspiration. About all the different color contacts you have. If you find a set you like, why not take a selfie? Thanks for the fucking lemonade. These are cool. Lovestock ones are very DD core. I like these ones though. I could very much see someone like Arya using these. For like headcanon-y plot reasons, right? These are goofy as hell. I like these. I really do. I just don't think they're very me. Ruined Medicham? Medicham was... Honey, Medicham was ruined the moment I walked in the door. I do use heart eyes? Yeah, you fucking would.
Ah, Chloe.
Hey, Trenel.
Have you ever paid attention to the time it takes for moves to charge up? The longer a move charges up.
What is it with Chads?
The harder it hits.
I would love to show off a DD with heart eyes, but not yet, not yet, not yet.
Let's have a Pokemon battle. I'll show you how a good charge up changes things.
Okay.
Talk to me when you're ready. I'll just be here biding my time and charging. I'm all charged up. Ready to battle.
Just a twink? Same! But I'm like a girl twink.
Here we go. I am from France.
The lady in Farfetch. I don't fucking believe how I beat Whitney. Was it with strategy and talent?
Look at my gold bat. My gold bat is also from France.
10% freeze chance? That's crazy. Wait, how did you status Miltank the first time? Because it's holding a Lumberry. Isn't it one shot? No, one-hit kill moves are just powerful moves in this game. Sleep powder? Ah.
But I charged, and charged, and charged.
Oh yeah, I should have warned you it was holding a Lumberry, huh? Because that means the sleep powder strat was never a good... It worked out.
I'm all out of charge.
French go back drinking wine. I still liked the New Yorker Zubat I created that one time.
Hey, I'm echolocating here. But you're good. Here, take this TM and do some charging.
Thanks for Skull Bash.
That'll teach your Pokemon Skull Bash. It'll raise the user's defense while charging up, then let loose a massive hit. It sucks balls. Have fun with it, my friend.
I imagine Chill speaks. What, French?
Use it good. Make me proud.
Echoloc. Oh, the echolocating.
I'm echolocating here.
I recall I did the same voice for Nosepass too, because we had to fight that same Nosepass over and over and over and over again. And I'm pretty sure I went insane. Because they were grinding, I wasn't using their candies for that Nuzlocke. And I just started being like, hey, it's me, Nosepass! And people in chat, because we had the shiny hunters in chat and they have no sense of humour. So they would all just say like, Nosepass would not sound like that. Nosepass is my Scrimblow. I'm nosing here!
People tend to make subconscious judgments based on appearance, even if they don't mean to. Be able to see others for who they truly are beneath the surface. If so, please battle me. My Pokemon are so incredibly powerful, I just don't know what to do with them. I'm echolocating here. Please come speak to me once you're prepared for our Pokemon battle.
Wish I was there, I'd appreciate Neo-Italian Nosepass. Why do they all speak like that now?
Will you battle me even though I've warned you about my Pokemon's overwhelming power?
Oh, fuck, that wasn't me. I have no idea who it was. I just know that I don't know, the shiny hunters have no sense of humor. You say, oh, the Sapphire Zone sucks, and they come out of the woodwork like fucking termites. And they swarm you. Like you've just said Bloody Mary into the mirror 3 times. They're like, actually the Sapphire Zone is peak game design! I'll battle you.
So you're confident that you can see my incredibly powerful Pokemon for what they truly are, hmm?
Don't worry, Lottie. I'm here. Thank you, Sonny. Show pets, Queen. It'd be funny or just your actual opinion. The Sapphire Zone sucks! The Sapphire Zone sucks! The Sapphire Zone sucks! The only reason shiny hunters like it is because they've put themselves through so much worse. But the Sapphire Zone and the Game Corner are both ass. I'm sorry. I used to miss them too. I was sad when Gen 5 didn't have either. I was like, oh, this sucks. Like, they're gone because of infinite... Like, TM's in infinite use now, so they can't really do the Game Corner. It can't really give you rewards. But as I look back on it, it sucks. As a child, I had the time to play the slots and lose a bunch, but it sucked. And the Safari Zone seems like it has all these intricate mechanics. Like, oh, do I want to throw bait, or do I want to throw a rock, or like, what do I want to do here? How do I want to maximize? And it's just fucking huck ball. That's the optimal strategy. Huck ball. Do not question. Huck ball. The only time that's not the optimal strategy is in the Gen 3 games. They have, therefore, the only good Safari Zone, and it's still knobs by virtue of being the Safari Zone. It still sucks. Difference between insanity and not being able to find jokes funny? No, because I hate the Safari Zone, but if you try and say that you hate the Safari Zone, if you try and even make jokes about it, they're not okay with it. They're not okay with it. The Shiny Hunter Monolith. The Hive Mind. Everyone is nuts. That's what I mean. I can't... Like, contrary to how it might sound because of how often I spend making fun of them, I don't hate shiny hunters or anything like that. I've done shiny hunting stuff. I've worked with shiny hunters. They can be lovely people, right? Like, they are individuals. They are human beings. And I do some insane stuff too. The trouble I have with shiny hunters is I can't communicate with them. Because we speak different languages. We just can't see that. It's like a lesbian and a gay man, right? They can't talk. You'd think they'd have more in common. They're both homosexual, but they have nothing. They have nothing in common. They don't like any of the same stuff. Would have me as a mod if you hated me? No. It's just I can't communicate to shiny hunters. Just like people who play video games normally can't communicate to me. And communicate with me because I do challenge runs. I love the individual. You are, Shannon. Sometimes I DM Shannon, and they say, why the fuck would you say that to me? Yeah, like I told them a funny life experience, and they said, "Alright, TMI," in all capital letters. They literally... Shannon sent me a message that said, "I'm frotting with Dee Dee because you're so evil to me." Out of nowhere. And that's just fine, that's allowed. But I can't tell a funny life story. An anecdote, if you will. A shanecdote. Also, similarly, I'm going on a double date on Saturday. And I messaged my friend who's bringing her boyfriend along to it. Nice. Who is Ace, by the way. And I said, we should wear matching butt plugs. And she said, I think you misspelled cat ears, but it's an understandable error. That is what a lifetime of putting up with my shit does to you. You learn to play it off. Why did you just throat some black goop? Chocolate fudge cake. Really reasonable thing to say. What, that Shannon is frotting with Dee Dee? Amy is a veteran. And her monstrous clever. Oh, light screen? Absolutely not, none of that. But he does love cake, according to her DMs. Oh, hold up, I feel like you're implying things about me there. Fucking dapper, Miss Lottie. Thanks, I found my Lottie outfit, so we can do cosplays again. I found it. That's the reason we haven't done a cosplay in so long, is this was redeemed, and I just could not find the outfit for the life of me. I found it. Lottie loves my cake. Yeah, I've had better. This is the Lottie fit? This is the Lottie fit, yeah. That's diaper. Looking like a diaper, Miss Lottie. I thought I got banned from the wheel. No, I just couldn't find this fit, and therefore I didn't want to just move on from it.
It's not appearances that matter most in battle. It's the strength within that matters most. Despite how they may look, all of my Pokémon are fierce fighters, seasoned by battle and brimming with strength. Some opponents take one look at their oh-so-adorable faces and drop their guard, only to be swiftly crushed by our might. But your furious monkey, it didn't even hold back at all. It ripped them apart. It was kinda fucked up. That kind of thing doesn't happen with trainers who are serious about battling. After all, they can pick up on a Pokemon's true strength pretty quickly when they see it in action. We're told not to make assumptions based on appearances, but we do it anyway because the fact is, you can't know what's under the surface.
Is this Sideburn's mum? Philippe speaks with a Glaswegian accent, though.
Which is why my Pokémon and I will continue to take advantage of anyone foolish enough to underestimate us.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, Shannon Umineko. Please stop frauding with Dee Dee. Oh, we've cleaned out a small area. Frauding? Yeah. That's... yeah. I don't want to fuck with that, man. I don't feel like I want to fuck with this either, though. That's a nice utility hole cover. It's called a manhole cover. For covering up manholes. Stop right there! Good. Now look down. You ever notice the Pokemon designs in our utility hole covers here in Lumios? I call them Pokemon lids. And you just found one! This is one of the Vert District's famed Go-Goat utility holes. Utility hole cover calls me all a bum plug. What are you covering it for, Robin? Now, how about a little quiz? What Pokemon is depicted on utility halls found in the Rouge district? I don't give a fuck. Guess the Pokemon you think you'll see there, then show me that Pokemon.
Oh!
No, I'm going to switch the time to night and I'm going to do another battle zone. Oh, look! Edie, check it out! It's a Machop and a Miltank. Where have I seen those two things before together? You advertising Miltank? That sounds like a slur. I don't like that. Wouldn't you advertise Miltank milk? I love that in the Pokemon world they call it Miltank milk. You know what I mean? Well, they don't, they call it Moo Moo milk, but like... If someone was like, hey, would you like a glass of cow milk? I'd be really weirded out. Aye, but we have Strudel. Okay, nothing new. Nothing new. Effective hits a bug type move. I don't have any bug type moves. I don't even know why I picked that up, honestly. Called cow's milk in Japanese. Wait, seriously? Don't think specify real when they don't need to. Instant suspicions, real milk. So, fun fact, that is, the reason why that sounds so suspicious is that it is in violation of Grice's maxims of conversation. One of the maxims is to give basically just as much, exactly as much information as is needed. And no more. Because when we're given more, you feel sussed out by it. Just didn't know how to name. Ooh. Bug. Rice's maxims of conversation. The other thing is that, or another one is that conversations have the cooperative principle, which means a lot of the time we can only communicate because we know that we're trying to communicate, if that makes sense. You have to assume that the other person you're speaking to is cooperating with you, and that they're saying something that's related to what you are saying. Nerd. Yeah. Do I want to add some flourish to communication? So what I mean by that, because this is something everyone does, even if you don't realize it. If I say, okay, oh, I need a good water type. I need a good water type Pokemon. And Robin says, oh, well, there's Staryu in Wild Area 2. Technically, those two statements aren't actually related to each other. They're only related to each other because we know that that is a response to my need for a water type Pokemon, right? Dude, bud, you gotta turn around. Okay, fuck that guy. But I don't have a poison type now. The classic example for the cooperative principle is if person A says, oh, my car's just broken down, and person B says, ah, there's a garage just down the road. And technically those two statements have fuck all to do with each other. But because you understand context and the cooperative principle, you're able to understand that they're related to each other. And therefore, that's how communication works. That's a list of rules for not info dumping. She uses speak normal. Not at all. Everyone uses these rules. That's the point. Like, literally, whether you think you do or not, you use these rules. And it's why I frequently send Dee Dee the Wikipedia entry for Grace's Maxims of Conversation. When she fucking breaks them. And just starts talking about nonsense. People can't explain them? Sorry, I thought they were interesting. I guess I was incorrect. I'll shut up in future. I've learned my lesson. Women should be seen and not heard. I don't have poison moves! Where is the Houndoom man? I'm in the bushes, you can't see me, can't see me, can't see me. Really enjoy Tom Scott videos. Where do you think I learned it from? Ash started. Ash is mean to me. Let's go here and you were like, whom's the freak is that? I'm losing it, Bone Man. Oh, I learned it because he had a video on it and I thought it was fascinating. I saw it years and years ago. Unleash plus moves on your opponent. Don't mind if I do. He's doing a new series. I posted a thing in my Discord server about him. Someone's got collaborated with a Terf at some point. At what point, though? Thinking of the wrong guy. Told and then a week later, but yeah, like that's the thing. That strikes me as the sort of thing he would have done. Or like, in that he would have, if that's psych type moves. In that he would have removed it. Can't see me, you can't see me, you can't see me, you can't see me. Sorry, how in the fuck did that not hit? What are we even talking about here? Aggron was standing in that flamethrower. Answer repetitive hits with Psych. Nice one. It's free stuff, that is. Ah! Yeah, like, the thing is that Tom Scott was progressive about, pronouns and such before it even was in, like, the mainstream. This is why I know that he's not gonna secretly be a problematic guy. Oh. Anyway, he taught me about Grice's maxims of conversations. That's what really matters. Why? Violent mob time at work and documentation? But why? Why would you do that? You hate me? Calc is a home word and loan word is a calc. I don't know what either of those things mean. Sorry for letting you down again. Aha! E-drill is perfect. Yeah, I've never heard the word calc before in my life. I'm calcing it. I'm calcing it. I didn't know about it, Robin, to be fair. But I did know enough to be wary of wondering about it actually being a big deal. Calcs work from another language. By directly translating its separate parts into your language means the same thing. I have bad news. I still don't know what a calc is. Mega Kangaskhan is just the baby as a child soldier. I find it interesting that that wasn't a Mega Kangaskhan. I really thought it was gonna be. Pokemon ZA, because the scenario I imagined for it is better than what's actually in the game. Can you imagine it was all like a dream in Giratina's mind's eye or something? We all praise the circle. You know, I really don't need to stay here. I'm just being kind of greedy and sad that I don't have any money. Super effective moves doesn't matter what kind. Yoink. I'm erupting. I'm erupting it. I'm erupting it. Do you think Giratina has cheese dreams? Absolutely, I do. Felix the Sightseer. One more comes with the German word Lenwort, because the two parts of that mean lone and worm. Combined words split apart, translated in English and stuck them back together. That's very specific. Are there really a lot of examples of that? Enough that it needs its own term as being a calc. Probably not even pronounced calc, is it? It's probably calcu. I'm calking it. I'm calking it. Fine. Right? Oh, okay. Poison types are eating wealth in there. What's with the final boss of Pokemon over there? I don't even know how to get up there. Yeah, but I want to fight that guy. Oh, there's a ladder right here. Might be stupid. Well. Skyscraper. Oh. Or exported from English. Could be caulking it. I'm caulking it. I'm caulking it. I'll pick it up, but I don't think we're gonna get that. No! What, because of Revenge Fair? Popular trace reworked? I mean, caulking it. I feel so flattered being called the final boss. I just thought it was funny that, like, dude had everything on his little island. What if instead of Flash Cannon it was called Flesh Cannon? And instead of being an 80 base power special steel move, it was a big, hard... I need to get super effective water moves then. Super effective water and fighting moves. One? One with what? I don't know what you're talking about. Effective moves, doesn't matter what kind. Oh, awesome. Bottle activated. See, the trouble is that is a quote. The problem is, it's a quote of me. I said that. I just sent Marco a DM that said that at like 4 AM one morning. How do you feel about catching contest in a Nuzlocke? What are you talking about? How do we feel about it in what way? In what way? Will that leaf stone? Oh! No, you're not getting that. You're playing the Pokeathlon and you're liking it. You can't get the leaf stone from that anyway. Like, not until the post game. You're getting it from the Pokeathlon because it's a sunstone you can get from that. You should just get it the first time. Look at Dee Dee having like the resources at her fingertips and still knowing less about me than less than me about Pokemon. This is a reference to me being pretty much the coolest person ever. You being a nerd too? First nervous, you have Ice 9 in your veins? I do, actually. Wait, the fighting moves didn't need to be super effective?
Bro.
Okay, I think I got a lot of money from that. Oh. Oh, really? Like, yeah, it's a good chunk, but... I was hoping it'd be a bit crazier than that. Wait, I have a Galarian Meowth? Oh, I didn't realize I had one. Do I have one? Hold up. No, I don't have one. What are they talking about? Medium. Try this one first. Because I need one so I can get a Berserker. Because I noticed it was missing from the decks. Look, I'm never going to talk about Grice's maxims of conversation ever again, because, like, damn, the people did not care for that. Ranger might got a 2.5 times bonus. Not sure if you need to do 20 or 25. Well, I did. Oh, no, I only did 18, didn't I? I was going to be like, well, I did 20 and I didn't get it. So... Press 1 in chat if you did 20. Like... 80 type Pokeball. Come back to the Meowth. The Meowth respect me. That is not secretly 20's harem. It's good to check these things though, you know? Because I've been unsure for a while. Look at the Hydrate Mind Slaver. Okay, out of Coke. That's okay. Harem definitely doesn't focus on Twen. You're implying the 20 does have a harem, they just don't give a shit about him? I found the bonus ball. Genuinely though, I am so glad Robin told me that the bonus ball spawns when you complete the things. I'm really embarrassed that I didn't realize that, and it let me save a little bit of face. Mine is a part of it, not the owner. Harem is actually a pretty accurate term, huh? Because technically it's not even remotely a polycule. Right? The only link is me. The rest of them don't even talk to each other. Well, so is that too, you man missed it? I think you had already told me about that point, but I'm not sure. He would have told you before I did. Well, evidently I didn't figure it out, so I must not have... I don't know, but I would have read it out. I don't know. The trouble with me, Robin, is I'm very dumb. If I want to make it a harem, I'm gonna have to learn to weave or make baskets or something. I just feel like it's really not a polycule, though, is it? Because again, it's just kind of... It's more that I'm in my Mormon phase, you know? I just have a lot of wives. Alright, let's get out of here. Wait, no, there's another one over there. Shoot. What are the Mormons doing? They have lots of wives. You can have as many wives as you want if you're a Mormon. It's one of the rules of Mormonity. I'm morming it. John Mormon, who wrote the Gore series of books. Oh, no, it's not the one I meant to hit. Let's get out of here. Does that mean 20 is no longer the frog? God, you're right, he's no longer the frog. He's no longer just a guy hanging out ensuring that the ecosystem is healthy. My guy. Oh. Not for a while now. I just never thought about it. Ah, yes, I see you have a challenger's ticket. Would you like to take part in a reward match? Sure. What are we doing here? Zach! The taxi driver! Alright, let me call your opponent to the battle court and then you two may begin at once. If they call me Le Z Eternal, that's because Z is the ultimate, the end to all that comes before it. Transphobic. Leave me alone. I raised a lot of money for trans people. I'm allowed to be a little transphobic on the side. Level 9? Brother, what are we doing here? Oh, you're right, she did just say that directly to you, huh? That's fucked up. My last Pokemon. What are we doing? What is the point of this? I thought they'd at least level the poor fucker up. Dude has no chance in what we've done to the Zeta Royale now. How did he even get the points for a ticket? A love ball. That was great. I had a great time. That was great. Buddy, thank goodness. Drop whatever you're doing and hurry straight back to Hotel Z right now. Like, now! Holy shit, plot? Chat? Chat, wait, we have plot? Chat, there's plot? Chat. Could never grind. He secretly has like level 100 Pokemon, he just doesn't like them.
Meet again. I would speak with you about AZ, but words fail me. How does one speak fittingly of such a man?
Competitive, does someone want to argue? I'll argue with you.
It's tragic that after seeing so many others to their rest, he was alone when his time came. Choked to death on a bit of popcorn. 1,000 years. Still, I'm glad for the conversations he and I had, however scant.
Excuse me? But what did you talk to AZ about? 999 was the worst game of the trilogy. No, I can't actually argue with you. I have to just ban you. Is that okay?
About the agony of being unable to die.
999? You know what? That is a weird take. Because... I can agree with it. And strongly disagree with it. At the same time. Because 999 has bad flowchart stuff, as in there isn't one, right? You have to just play through the entire game again and make your choices. And the other two build on mechanics and the world building in such an interesting way, but 999 as a standalone is fucking amazing. It's an absolute masterpiece. Venom was batshit insane, 999 was inspired. VLR suffers from middle child syndrome. I liked VLR. I don't know why nobody else did.
Out his deeds, both good and heinous.
For the sake of peace, he did build Ange. Consider that a bad deed?
Not necessarily, though the havoc it wreaked on Lumios is undeniable. The exact causality is unclear, but we can surmise that Ange's influence resulted in more wild Pokemon gathering throughout Lumios, which led this city, built for humans, to become a place of harmony with these wild creatures. But now we have separated Pokemon and humans into different areas once more. Wonder, is it right that we keep each other at arm's length with these holotech barriers? Perhaps we'll find another way. I look forward to seeing what the people of this city choose.
Right, so...
I have, of course, come here to tell you something. I'll get to it. After you and I spoke in the Sandre Labs, more of my memory returned. And I remembered, there's a Mewtwo in there that must be stopped at all costs. And I recalled the existence of two beings. The one that gives, and the one that takes.
Me and Ash? One that gives?
I wish that I could tell you more. I'm sorry. For now, all I can remember are these epithets. But I have more to tell you. Zygarde has not shown itself since that eventful day.
You know, I kind of imagine Zygarde would show up if... like, if you litter, you just turn around and just... until you pick it up and put it in a bin, at which point all you'll see is that glowing butthole as it runs away into oblivion.
I imagine it exhausted its power and has now retreated somewhere to quietly recover. You understand what that means, do you not? There are none but you on whom I can rely.
In Lottie, you'd better not litter.
That being the situation, I will leave the rest up to you. Please find the two I spoke of.
I actually just thought Xerneas and Yveltal weren't invited to the function, I won't lie. What even was that? It said that guy was trying to win a Cryptic Old Man contest. He didn't give you much to go on, did he? Perhaps you could learn more from people with connections to Team Flare. Anyone in mind? Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab and Grisham at Nouveau Cafe, I suppose. There you go. We'll be cheering for you. From here. The one that gives. The one that takes. I remember when Xerneas and Yveltal were first revealed and people thought that, that they were going to have new types. It's like, oh, Xerneas is going to have a light type and Yveltal is going to have a sound type. Xerneas is all bright and rainbowy and it really doesn't fit any of the types we have. And Yveltal's blind because its eyes are glazed over. So it's gonna be sound based. And honestly, interesting concept and wasn't too wrong. I've seen fucking Grisham enough lately. Let's do Mabel. I'm the one that gives and gives and gives. What's the thing? What's the tweet? What's it called when you can't take it anymore but you keep taking it? Asked by a therapist. To which the person responds, a good girl. There we go.
Pretty little imbecile! Even more budget at the Wild Zones, because now they're hit with the tourists. I can't handle that with more funding. This idiot mayor is gonna be the death of me. Things at the prison tower have calmed down at last. That doesn't mean there aren't other threats to Lumios. The signs are all there.
Hey, sweetie.
Well, look who's here. The finest researcher in the entire Mabel stable. Must have something pretty annoying to ask me if you'd come all the way to my office, right?
Lysandre did mention something.
Go again. Even after years on the straight and narrow, I still can't escape my past. Right, I guess I can't avoid it forever, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you what I know. There's a pair of legendary Pokémon in the Kalos region. The one that takes, otherwise known as Yveltal, and the one that gives, usually called Xerneas. I know quite a bit about the two, since Team Flare tried its hand at capturing them both.
But one of them should be owned by the XY protagonist.
Listen, I'm about to share something important, so I need you to pay attention here, kid. We've been getting some strange readings lately from the wild zones around town. If I had to posit a theory, I'd say it's almost like the areas have been bathed in Xerneas' life energy. And in every wild zone where we've detected these weird readings, we've seen a certain kind of Pokémon appearing without fail. They're alpha Pokémon, and not the usual kind. Something's not right about them. These anomalous alphas have to be connected somehow to Xerneas, to the one that gives.
Thought it was fainted? No, you're not allowed to just faint it in X and Y. You have to catch it.
And even if they aren't, I guess we still ought to take care of them. Alphas always spell danger. I'm sure you can tell where this is going, right? Your new research task is to catch or defeat the anomalous alphas in Wild Zones 3, 5, and 9. Now get to it.
Interestingly, Gens 3, 5, and 9 are all the ones in which you can catch Cramorant. Get my dark mess up pass, one with the logo of the evil company she worked for all over her office. Yo, that Steelix is fucked up and evil, what the hell? Always spell danger is so fucking true though. True, wait. Ow. Look at that guy, Steelix. I'll give it a try. Yeah. Well, you are dead. I thought they might have blue eyes or something, but I guess that would have required Game Freak to put in some effort. Body Cramorant didn't exist in Gens 3 and 5. First stream. Good job, Lucas! get a Pokeball because I'm not that invested. Big enough Tinkerton is. I just sent a screenshot and it's so funny. I haven't seen like most of them. Maybe then Lucas is cursed. What are we gonna get in here? Something fun and interesting and different? Oh! It's you! Is it you? I don't think it's you. I think you're just a guy. I think you're just hanging out. Yeah, you're just a random guy. Yeah, it's not you. You're only level 40. That was but a fella. Don't mind Lucas, he's fine. Ignore his screams of torment, he's okay, I swear. I said you're fine. Now drink some goddamn milk. Cadaver just spamming recover is such a mood. Ah, there we go. That'll be it. No? No, it's just a guy. Why am I struggling? Up here? Right, it's gotta be you. No, you're just a guy? Well, it's definitely not you. It figures it would be a panda. Never forget the old adage. You cannot trust a panda. Who do you think? You can't just spawn in. I need to be punched really hard in the stomach. You know what I mean? I've got like a mild tummy ache that only a severe amount of blunt force stomach trauma can cure. Know what I mean? And here's my little star researcher. How about a bunch of cake and or pie? That's a good shout. What about a millionaire shortbread? Like Acidil or Pepto-Bismol? I don't want those. I want to be punched in the stomach. Did you settle for a coconut to the head? No. How would that help my stomach? You're just like the mayor from Jaws. Perfect triangle of millionaire shortbread. Ben will probably do that for you. That's Jaws. Jaws, these nuts. Are those needles that release methane from bloated livestock? Are you calling me bloated livestock? I have a mild stomachache, presumably from eating too many desserts, and Dee Dee's like, wow. Looks like someone's ready to be turned into glue. See, tackling my tasks has trained you up to handle just about anything, wouldn't you say? Now then, looking at the data you collected. We're basically headed for disaster. Xerneas, the one that gives life, is beyond a doubt drawing close to Lumio City. We can probably infer that the crisis with the tower triggered this behaviour. Don't ask why it took it so fucking long. Even ignoring the DLC, the post-game takes place canonically months after that happened. I don't know what Xerneas was doing all that time. The excessive mega power from the tower caused rogue mega evolution, and if Xerneas shows up, something similar could happen again. I mean, it has command of basically an unlimited pool of life energy. There's only one way to make sure we avoid another disaster. Xerneas must be caught. It looks on track to appear in Wild Zone 11. And once it appears there, it'll be a problem for some outstanding trainer to deal with. We're all going to die. By which I obviously mean you, not me. Voted all the time I would kill for an easy fix. I'm not, like... This isn't Lottie inflation. Search for Xerneas in Wild Zone 11? Wow, they are not beating around the bush with it. Bro's just chilling with Stunfisk. How do I... Oh, I can't get over there from here. Hey. Well, that says 6. Oh, weird. Okay. Whoa, it's one of the alpha Pokemon that Xerneas is causing! Yeah, I was in New Pokemon Snap, you might know me. I'm a fucking deer. Xerneas just strolled off and I'm entering fighting pose? It's just chilling here, man. Looks like you made contact with our target. Get up against Xerneas, one of the legendary Pokemon of the Kalos region. We need you to catch that thing. It's just chilling. Oh, most feared legendary of the Middle Ages. To be fair, geomancy is disgusting. Oh, yes. He makes us theme. You did your job, Lucas. Now Nyla's job is to try and paralyze or freeze it. Hey, hey! And now I kind of just chuck timer balls at it. I did it. That's insane. Annihilate's got disgusting bulk, remember? Ding ding ding. You sure did it. And to the victor go the spoils, meaning, congrats, you got yourself a legendary Pokemon. Seriously, great work. Canonically, this is the first one you got. I don't want to hear shit about Rayquaza. Back in your house arrest. When we found Xerneas 5 years ago, it was basically dormant in a tree-like state. Something to do with being camera shy. A lot easier to secure like that compared to what you just had to do. Even then, you could feel the life forces rolling around it. I've been researching Pokemon's life energy for ages, and I was still overwhelmed by that feeling. Seeing Xerneas again after all this time, it's quite something. But look at me, still stuck here, forbidden from travelling about freely or leaving Lumiose. That was all that mess with energy leaking from the tower and powering up wild Pokemon. That energy's probably even what caused all these wild Pokemon to flock to the city, wanting a taste. In short, things have been rough. But somehow we've managed to prevent even more trouble from befalling the Pokemon. Looking at it that way, it's nice to know that my work for Team Flare wasn't a total waste. My shoes are ruined, by the way. You still haven't finished all the research tasks I wanted you to do for me either. I absolutely fucking have, though. So maybe you can take a breather today, but I'm still counting on you to get that work done. Hi, Claude, sir. You do work crimes? No, but it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, because that was 5 years ago and it doesn't matter anymore. We can let's go see Chucklefuck over here. The only thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink? So, I do wish you wouldn't be quite so candid in your sales pitch. You saved the whole dang city with her. Don't you still need to stand on ceremony? What do you want today? The same old fire blast roast? I want the one that takes. Speak of the legendary Pokemon, Yveltal and Xerneas. Those names again. Thanks for yet another reminder of all the ways we messed up back in our Team Flare days. If you're facing either of those two, we'll help out. I hate the aftertaste of failure. Indeed, but if you're aiming to take on a legendary Pokemon, I think it'd be wise to reach out to the good people of Quasartico first. Meet us at the Quasartico Big Building. Discussing... How did I not realize that they literally have the Team Flare symbol on their fucking truck? Am I stupid? Discussing this further without them won't get us anywhere, believe me. I guess Grizel's always in front of it. But like, damn, I was really more focused on this Charizard over here. Under 8 from. Look. I literally didn't think anything of them. I don't know. Taking the hate symbol back from themselves. Here you are. We'd heard from Grisham that we should be expecting you. And I have an update of my own. Our team's recently detected some sort of flying object approaching Lumio City. We have since determined that this object is most likely the legendary Pokémon Yveltal. Yveltal is a real nasty piece of work. I nearly took out a whole Team Flare unit on its own, back when we tried to capture it to use for the ultimate weapon. And that was when it was in its dormant state, mind you. It finally managed to contain it, thanks to the efforts of the very best trainers that Team Flare had to offer, including our former admin, Malva. If our forces hadn't been so depleted by that foolish campaign, I doubt those children would have ever reached the ultimate weapon to stop it. This time, Quasartico Inc. will be stepping in to help so you don't end up similarly overwhelmed.
What kind of help, Vinny?
You see, Team Flare had a device that they used to train some of their team members. It was a battle simulator that could fully recreate Pokemon using holotech, down to the details of how they moved and the effects of their attacks. Grisham and Grizel here both experienced it for themselves, so we asked for their input, and built ourselves an improved version. Yes, we'd had to train against such a device back then as Team Flare's future leaders. Monstrosity Quasartico's made is even worse than what Team Flare had come up with, making it the perfect tool with which to train for a great challenge such as this. Buddy, I would like you to ask you to battle once more against Victreebel, Hawlucha, and Tyranitar in their rogue Mega Evolved states. Yes, Hawlucha for the 17th fucking time today, that's right. The device is kept in the lower levels. We call it our Rogue Mega Evolution Simulator 3000. If you'll follow me, please. Set up the battle against the Rogue Mega Evolution Simulator from here. Still in order. Very good. And I wish you the best of luck in your battle against it. They contain both? Yeah, apparently they had both of them ready to go. And Lysandre just went, yeah, I'm only gonna do this one. Lesbian. Come on, sweet chili. Why so prepared if we can? Yeah, I mean, I have my own thoughts for what if every Pokemon game would be canon. Like for what if every one of the pair. I've spoken about it a bit before, I want to know. Oh, red and blue, it really doesn't matter, right? It just doesn't. But red makes more sense because your main character is red and the rival character is blue. So, that does that one. For gold and silver, I much prefer gold. I think most people would agree on that. O-Oh is actually linked very strongly to the entire Johto region. and Lugia feels like it suits the role of just being a Mewtwo-esque post-game legendary much better. And that was indeed the original intent. Both games were going to be about Ho-Oh, more so, and Lugia wasn't even going to be a part of them. Lugia was added very late in development after it was popular in Pokemon the Movie 2000. So that's why the region's so linked to Ho-Oh. Then for Ruby and Sapphire, I think Ruby is more interesting, so to speak, right? I think that Team Magma's plot of let's make more land to help people have more places to live works way better as well-intentioned extremism, and Team Aqua works because in Ruby, Team Aqua has formed basically to stand against what Team Magma's up to, rather than having formed to flood the world. And in Sapphire, it's vice versa. And Team Aqua standing up and being like, no, the water's fucking important, guys, makes a lot of sense as a counterpoint, because what Team Magma's doing is genuinely just trying to deal with, like, a population crisis, right? They're trying to deal with there being too many people and not enough places for them to live. They have good intentions, whereas Team Aqua is just like, what if we were all fish? Then for Diamond and Pearl, I think Pearl makes more sense, because Cyrus wants to, you know, restart the universe. Basically, he wants to delete everything and start over, and the guy who can delete everything and start over is surely the one in charge of space rather than the one that's in charge of time. It just makes more sense to me that he would go for Palkia for what he's trying to achieve. For Black and White, I actually forget off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's Black is the one that you want. I can never remember. I'm pretty sure Reshiram is truth and Zekrom is ideals, but it might be the other way around. Whichever one is truth should be the one that the player has, and the one that's ideals should be the one that N has. That makes sense to me. And obviously that leads into Black 2, White 2 being sequel. Reshiram is truth? Then yes, so yeah, Black. Because you should have truth, whereas N should have ideals. That makes more sense to me. Because N doesn't have the truth. Like, Then for X and Y, obviously, you want Y. You want Yveltal being the one to power the ultimate weapon with how Lysandre intends to use it. It makes sense Xerneas would be able to use it, because it could also be used to give life. That was indeed how it was used the first time, but Yveltal makes more sense for Lysandre's goal of fucking kill everyone. Then for Sun and Moon, let's just be honest, it's Moon, because Lunala looks way more like Cosmog and Cosmoem, and for no other reason. And it kind of starts to fall apart around Sword and Shield, but I think that Sword and Shield, what you would actually do is release a game that's just called Pokemon Sword and Shield, and make it a choice as to whether or not you want the Rusted Sword or the Rusted Shield, and Hop gets the other one. But if you had to take one, I would say Pokemon Sword. I would say that Zacian makes more sense as being what fought away the Darkest Day. Like, yeah, I would say it's Sword. I think it does make more sense. I don't think Zamazenta can exist without its counterpart. And then Scarlet and Violet, funnily enough, is the first game in the series where it actually... they did something with there being two games. But I do have to give it to Scarlet. I don't know. I flip-flop. I think the idea of Sada being like, I fucking love dinosaurs and want to bring them to the real world, sounds very... it sounds very insane in an almost realistic way, but at the same time, Turo is dressed so well for the occasion of, what if the future? That I can't hold that against the guy. I don't know, I flip-flop on that one. I'm never as sure on Scarlet and Violet as I am about all the others. I expect no less of you, of course. Which Pokemon would you like to take on next? I'll battle Tyranitar. Pretty good. Then I wish you the best of luck in your battle against it. That has got in your fingers. See, that's the I don't know, it's... Arturo's really dressed the part. But also, dinosaurs. This makes us restart the universe when we're practical to roll back time first. To argue that simply a Dialga hater? Not at all, I massively prefer Dialga. I massively prefer Dialga. In fact, for most of these, I've picked the one that I don't like, that I like less. I prefer Zekrom. I prefer Kyogre. I prefer Lugia. I prefer Xerneas. I wish Roar of Time didn't suck. But Roar of Time's cool! Roar of Time is like genuinely one of the coolest Pokemon moves. It's one of my absolute favourite moves. I like it. It doesn't need to be competitively viable. It's so cool! I will say though, what they could have done if they wanted to make it, if they wanted to make it better, and also still thematic, is make it do what it does currently, but also give it a, what the fuck is happening right here? Okay. What they could do if they wanted to make Roar of Time more competitively viable is have it that not only does it hit on that turn, but it also sets up a Future Sight-esque effect and hits several turns later. It's a Roar of Time. Make it so that it is a little bit weaker than it is currently, and it still has the recharge turn, but you're hitting twice with it over the course of a couple turns, which means you're both getting a big hit and you're getting a Future Sight-esque attack later on, which counteracts the normal downsides of things like Future Sight, because they can't just completely avoid it by switching into a Fairy type. And you don't really want to switch into a Fairy type against Dialga anyway. Morpheus and Lottie clash a lot on that. I am here for the Scrimblows. I am not here for the competitive aspect of things. I just also happen to be very good at it. A resounding victory. I'd expected no less of you, of course. And now there is only one Pokemon remaining. Oh, that'll hold it, sure. Very good. Then I wish you the best of luck in your battle against it. You have to keep coming up here every time because we did not render a floor down there. You cannot be asked. Did I suck at it? Oh, I can't do competitive Pokemon at all. But I can do challenging things in game. But I will never pretend I can do competitive Pokemon. I suck at it. I have tried it several times. I cannot do it. I used to really like Little Cup because it arguably has a lower skill floor. It's easier to get in on. Because of the fact that the Pokemon are all pretty similar, right? You can use your Squirtles, and that's what I always did. I used my Squirtles. I mean, I had a Little Cup team that had a Beldum on it, you know? Because I like it. Could it work to that kind of competitive? It might have sets you could run. Like, Beldum only had 4 moves and I still made it work. I don't know if Little Cup is still really run, but let me check. Did I have any sets for... Nah, no move sets in Sword and Shield or Scarlet Violet. But it does have moves. I feel like there's something you could do with Rookie. I just don't feel like people run Little Cup anymore. I don't feel like people really care about it. Qualified for Worlds 10 years ago? I'm old. You qualified for Worlds? I didn't realize you were, like, cool as fuck. You never mentioned that.
Superbly done, as was to be expected from one of our first ever ZA Royale champions.
I was the first ever ZA Royale champion.
You are truly impressive to have so soundly defeated 3 Rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon on your own, even if they were simulations.
TCG is too antisocial, pushing to weird discords in the US. TCG is a lot more chill. I can believe that. I've never had much interest in VGC, I'm gonna be so real. Like, I actually quite like competitive singles and keeping up with it, because I find that stuff interesting, but VGC... it's like, you pick 6 of about 10 Pokemon and you take those in, and it's fucking boring. You know, it's so centralized. That screenshot of every single team having an Urshifu, miserable. And I don't want to find it miserable. I don't wanna, but I do. I find it so dull. Whereas for singles you have stuff like, why the fuck is Rabombi in Ubers? Scyther just won a regional. Good for Scyther. Webs is evil. That is why. Game's balanced around VGC now. The game's always been balanced around doubles. But it's not, is it? There's no balancing going on in Pokemon. Let's be so real. Balance didn't allow Zacian to survive. Urshifu is not balanced in any format. I love that Urshifu is not even that crazy. Like, if you look at its stats, they're not insane. And yet... I don't know how it does it, but it does. But it do. I guess it was pretty impressive.
Yes, what is it? Understood. So the flying object we believe to be a Veltal has finally reached the borders of Lumio City. Please notify nearby residents. Civilians should be put on alert.
I don't think Urshifu looks like a panda at all. I'm sorry, Ash.
I suppose you overheard all that you needed to. That's what happens when I speak on speakerphone. A Veltal has arrived. It appears to be headed for the roof of the Rouge District's Galerie de la Lune.
Veltal is said to be able to absorb life force. It represents death itself. They said the word death! Meaning that simply defeating it in battle won't be enough. It'll just recover and fly into a rage. You absolutely have to catch it to control it.
My name is Vinny. I am here too.
Ignoring 2 key mechanics and doubles, protect and intimidate is good for physical attacker. Yeah, it really is all down to the move. Well, the moves. Particular, like, Wicked Blow is a nasty move, right? But other stuff like it, if you ignore the ignoring protect, which is just disgusting and unnecessary, there's other stuff like it that exists. But Surging Strikes, that was made by Satan. Must be a ladder somewhere. I didn't even know you could get up them. Guarantee 3 hit crits on a strong multi-hit move? Yes. And to be fair, it is just 3 hit crits, right? I know I just included Unseen Fist when I was talking about Wicked Blow. It is technically unrelated, but it might as well not be. But yeah, it ignores sashes, it just ignores counterplay, basically. There's not really a realistic way to play around it, and that's kind of gross. It reminds me a lot of using moves like Sand Attack, right? But if that did damage, like there's a reason why those things are banned, and it's because there's not really much you can do about them. Like, you're not gonna bring Aerial Ace. You're not. Don't lie to me. Orpheus, why don't you have pronouns? Oh, hey, Veltal. Wood. You know, when I was in primary school, we had a big dome thing like this. Sorry, did I just climb up there and the game kicked me off and now I can't get back up? We had a big dome thing like this on the roof of our... I guess I'll call it a gymnasium. And let me tell you, pigeons used to land on that thing all the time and walk around. And when we were sitting there, we would just be looking up in the school assemblies at just the pigeons. Like, we could just see their feet plop, plop, plopping. And that's what I imagine's happening in there right now. But instead of pigeon, it's gigantic Y-bird. I had a VGC circuit in 2016 about Dark Void, and he said Pokemon Japan said, we gave you Safeguard, Tutor, and Oris. That should deal with Dark Void rather than ban it. Man. I would love to know what their answer is into Surging Strikes. Like, Gastrodon? Detected Yveltal's life force. I suppose you must have found it. Yveltal is an extremely dangerous Pokemon. I trust you will take care. You know, you've got to catch it, right? Good job, but you ought to be up to it. Yo, when did it become midnight? Sad now. Okay, we paralyzed it right away, that's huge. Minutes ago, but you know what I mean. Nyla is slowly pushing Yveltal off the building is funny as fuck, by the way. I can wait. I don't think you can dodge Psychic, actually. So what is chalk? That is a second question. How much do we know about champions? Because we know there's going to be Megas and Z moves and everything's going to be there. I've never seen a Yveltal crawl like that. It was creepy as hell. There we go. Oh yeah, he trying to Mungus, landed a Gideon, Kangaskhan, Mega. Very good team composition, huh. But yeah, because I'm wondering if we're gonna get to see the new abilities of all these Megas, right? Like to see what they get, to see which ones are gonna be interesting and which ones are gonna suck ass. Mega Meganium draws Illuminate. Asked to leave competitive scene. You never stop surprising me. Think that you'd be able to conquer even a Veltal. I'm kind of surprised myself. Perhaps it's true that wanting something too much clouds the vision, sending one down paths that lead only to defeat. Went on about now. Nothing at all. I was just thinking how wonderful it would be to have a serious battle against our friend here, who has subdued Lumios's mightiest Pokémon. Seriously, if there's a point here, would you mind getting to it? My point is only that my old fixation upon restoring our honour held me captive to the past. And now I'm focused wholly on becoming the greatest I can be. A better goal, I rather think. Yes, nothing wrong with that, huh? I prefer the look you get on your face when you're focused in battle. Almost look good. I think I also maintain a nice expression when I'm dealing with our customers. Speaking of which, are we all ready for a nice coffee break? Alright, one piping hot cup full of props to you. I swear it's not just dregs we couldn't sell today. Kind of rotating rental system would also be home compatible, so that won't really matter much. I just want to know what new abilities these freaks have, to be honest. But these two are buy for buy. Is that a saying? Buy for buy? Sorry, I saw it and I yearned for it. You understand. It is now? Oh, okay. I know T for T. Because Han, if people remember Han, they actually are no longer even around in the community. Sad to see. But Han once sent me a picture of them and their girlfriend, like, eyeing at each other, like baring their fangs, and said, T for T stands for teeth for teeth. Revolution, but not trash, and please don't say you want spoilers. No, I just want to know when we'll figure these things out. I'm not sure it can count as a spoiler to know what Mega Skarmory's ability is going to be when, like, I'm not going to know otherwise, am I? You know what I mean? Resistance power poison? That's pretty good. I have time to be doing more. I want... Right. Philippe is not gonna fuck me this time, okay? I haven't streamed in a couple of weeks, I can get away with this. I can say I forgot. But Philippe, You catch my cold? Ability feats. Man, if they give it Tangled Feet, that would be... Some of these abilities are literally spoilers, that's all I'm gonna say. Wait, so they've been revealed? That's the only part I wanted to know. Interesting. I'm also really not sure how abilities could be spoilers, and I'm deeply curious about that, but I suppose I'll wait to find out. Something very, very recently revealed. Oh, there you go. Mega Feraligator's ability is Lightning McQueen dies at the end of Infinity War. Meganium, Feraligator, and Ambor. Okay, is anyone able to explain how they're spoilers without directly just telling me what they are? It's like, how? How? I've never been more curious about anything in my life. I kind of hope they all have new abilities, but if they don't, then I would hope for Mega Feraligator to have... Well, I wouldn't hope for it to have Strong Jaw, but it looks like it's what it would have. I would really like Mega Meganium to have Triage. Mega Feraligator having the Eater Bait as well. I'm not too sure what I would give Ember. I've not really had enough time to look at it. Yeah, if they're not going to get new ones, then those are what I would assume slash hope for. They're going to get new ones. I would like it for Alligator to get some. The thing is, what would really help it in the past, right, would be a pixelate-esque ability for Dragon, right? Because gaining the Dragon typing but not really having any good Dragon moves kinda sucks for it. But without Return, I don't really know what it would even do as a normal move that would gain any benefit from that, so I think it's just kind of fucked on that front. I have no idea what I would do for Meganium. Literally, if Meganium gets anything that's not its base abilities, it's an improvement. Whoever gave Meganium Leaf Guard as a hidden ability really just did not realize that that poor bastard had suffered enough. Pixelate but for Dragon, like Cure Latex. No, so like a few megas got abilities that were like Aerolate or Glaciate or stuff like that. That made it so normal moves became another typing. Like Pinsir gained Aerolate, which turned normal moves into flying moves, because Mega Pinsir has wings, but you can't just be given regular Pinsir like wing attack or fucking Brave Bird or anything. So in order to make the flying typing not completely pointless, they gave them those and they turned normal moves into... Well, Aerolate turns normal moves into flying moves and gave it a 1.3 times boost. It was nerfed to 1.2 times, I think, in Gen 7 onward. And it was pretty cool because it meant that you could run Return as a high-powered stab move on, like, say, Mega Pinsir and Mega Salamence. Glalie had Glaciate, which meant it could explode as an Ice-type explosion, which was awesome. But the trouble is, I just don't know how useful like, what's Mega Pinsir running? Oh, you're making a bad dragon joke? Oh, okay. Sad now. Yeah, like, is Breaking Swipe really the best dragon move they gave it? Like, I guess it, you know, actually, I forgot about Dragon Claw. I did forget about Dragon Claw. Okay, it doesn't need that then. I was just checking here to see if it got, like, Body Slam or something, but... This Slash could be interesting as a dragon move, but... It gets Dragon Claw, it's fine. It has Outrage right there. Wait, shit, did it? I blind. Oh, as a TM. Huh. Yeah, but Outrage is a little bit different because it's not always what you want to use as your main stab move, is it? I mean, when Scarlet and Violet first came out, after I'd beaten them and seen all the Pokemon, I browsed the Smogon articles, and someone had written up a review for Raiden. It was like, for your Dragon Stab, you can run Dragon Claw, or Outrage if you're a crackhead, and and that's all I think of whenever I see Outrage now. Outrage if you're a crackhead. Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, Dragonclaw helps it out massively. Alright. The problem is, of course, Dragonclaw, like, the reason why it would want... Well, no, that you can't combine them, never mind. So the reason why it would want Body Slam is because it would like Sheer Force, but if it's got the Dragon ability, then it doesn't have Sheer Force, so... It still probably just wants Sheer Force, to be honest. Dragonclaw, Waterfall, Ice Punch, and Crunch. Something like that. Honestly, you don't even really need Dragonclaw, you could actually just run Dragon Dance and that's cool. It's weird, but it just doesn't need the second stab move. What a nice bench! I'm benching it. I'm benching it. Oh, Mindslaver, thank you very much for the stretch. Aye again. Marshstone, but I have a Mudkip. Is that Starmie? I've not really had to see its silhouette before. Mindslaver, thank you for the stretch and hydrate. Significantly more problematic in doubles. I really don't know what I would give Meganium. I'm just genuinely really hopeful for Triage, I guess. Oh, it's just this? So does this have a purpose? That's just fit if I really wanted to do these things again? Right. That's just for reward matches. Okay. Benching it. I'm benching it. So we'll fight this, we can do a scan after that, and that scan will be something new and different. Do the require ones? I have no idea if they have any other use. They don't seem to, but I don't know. I feel like they're just there for the fun of it. Because Arceus let you refight all of the noble Pokemon. And that was just for the fun of it, I'm pretty sure. I love you, Mega Starmie. That's not a cosmic horror. That's just a man. Oh, we're gonna get to see it running again. Oh no, this is a good day. I love when a bus is about to pull out, but I'm not on it. Have I ever told this story of the time I was... Like, this isn't really much of a story. This is such a human, non-story right here. But basically, I was about to get on the bus. Like, I was behind a group of people, and it was, you know, it was, you know, it was bus time. And we're all getting on the bus. And the bus driver just fucking closes the doors while I'm like half in at the bus. Like, I'm halfway in it. To the point where my bag actually got stuck between... Like, my bag was stuck on the outside of the bus and I was on the inside. And he had to open it again and he was just like, you know, maybe in future don't get on the bus if as the doors are closing. And it's like, mate, what the fuck are you actually talking about right now? It was such a weird interaction. Like I say, it was an incredibly nothing story. But, like, I'm never gonna forget it because it was just so weird. Like, I have wondered since, it's like, maybe he genuinely didn't see me behind the other people. But he just slammed that door shut without verifying if anyone was there, if that's the case. And that's not really a better move. Kill him. Nah, I mean, it only happened the one time. Really should apologize. It was genuinely such a strange interaction. Despite how understandably nothing I know it is. Right. Philippe? 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 Your hard work is much appreciated. Are you ready for another battle area? You tiny chuckle fuck you. Should apologize for that, at least I know. Yeah, it was so strange. It was another time a bus just drove right past me. Like, I had my hand out and everything, but I can assume, like, that one was annoying because it was pretty late at night, right? I'd had to stay late at school to do some entrepreneurial stuff. But that one I can at least excuse, because while it pissed me off, even at the time I was like, okay, the bus was probably full. Annoying though it is. Right, Philippe, I swear to God, I will get violent. Yes. Run a special scan. Yeah, I don't give a shit about that one, mate. But I saved beforehand. So surely... Are you fucking with me? Are you so for real? It's predetermined? Okay, what if I spend the night on a bench? And then go back to him? It shouldn't be? It shouldn't be, but I got Ghost Steel in the same spot twice, so... Let's shovel over to daytime. save again now that we're in here, because maybe it's the time when you walk in the room or something. Yes, run a new scan, please, Philippe. It's still Ghost Steel. I think it's predetermined. Okay, but it moved. It moved when I spent the night. I have an idea. What if I talk to him and say no? And then talk to him again and say yes. Maybe that moves it over one. Okay, let's try sleeping at a bench again. This is just interesting at this point. Because is it still going to be Ghost Steel but moved to a different location? I mean, I'm definitely logging off soon, because I don't think I can change it to not be Ghost Steel, and I'm not interested in doing that. But this is some last-minute science, right? Let's check quickly. I don't want like 4 Pokemon show up in these. It's so weird. What if you lived in a battle zone? That'd be fucked up. Sorry, honey, I can't go out to pick up milk. Mad Max out there. It's the fucking purge. Yeah, it's Ghost Steel, but it moves. That's really interesting. Do we think it's only moving because the other hyperspace portals have moved? So it has to shift into one that's available? Or do we think it is moving because something's changed? But either way, it does seem to be predetermined here. Which sucks ass. Yeah. I'll check that out. Definitely. Definitely one day, maybe, probably. Okay, well, that's me done for today. I'll be back on Friday doing Terraria with Marco, or if Marco's not around, not doing Terraria with Marco. I'll probably just slay the spider or something if Marco's not here. Thanks for stream. Thanks for being here. I appreciated it. I've had a good time, and I've got plenty of pie and cake to go and eat now. Stream? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. And hey, we beat Dragon Quest 1 as well. In yesterday's stream. Good night all.